Jamie, great to see you again, and thanks for being with us.
Great to see you too. Thanks for having me.
Jamie, Hut 8 is one of North America's largest innovation-focused digital asset miners. Let's start with an overview of your business.
Absolutely. So we are lucky enough to be located in Canada. We're headquartered in Toronto. We trade on the Toronto Stock Exchange as well as on the NASDAQ. All of our mining operations are located in the province of Alberta, where we have 109 megawatts in production across two sites. Alberta is famous for its incredibly energy-rich environment, as well as a climate that is generally very cold, very dry, very windy, which of course is optimal when it comes to Bitcoin mining. It allows us to take advantage of free air cooling, which is great for the environment, of course, and keeps our operating costs down. So incredibly proud of the business that we have. And we're also blessed in this space to have the largest amount of self-mined Bitcoin on balance sheet of any public company in the world, with 4,724 Bitcoin on our balance sheet as of the last time we reported it.
Hut 8's revenue and net income for the trailing 12 months were $84.8 million and $41.5 million, respectively. How did the company generate such a stellar performance?
Well, look, I have to give thanks to Bitcoin. Bitcoin has certainly had a lovely run over the last 9 months. And of course, the Bitcoin on our balance sheet is incredibly valuable to us and continues to appreciate over time as Bitcoin does as well. And we're also quite differentiated in this space in that we have three other lines of business that contribute to our revenue and EBITDA performance. Of our 109 megawatts, we use 13 megawatts for the hosting side of our business. We also earn yield revenue from 2,000 of the Bitcoin that we hold on our balance sheet through two strategic partnerships with Genesis and Galaxy, each of whom have 1,000 of our Bitcoin and pay us a fiat-based yield on a monthly basis. And then we're also an authorized repair center for MicroBT. So we earn revenue from repairing equipment, not just our own equipment, of course, but other miners across North America and Northern Europe as well.
You truly have had a great past 9 months, Jamie. Let's talk about your growth strategy going forward. How do you continue to grow this business over the next 12 to 24 months?
Yeah, so I took over the helm here at Hut 8 December 1st. So I'm coming up on my 1-year anniversary, and we've absolutely had an incredible growth trajectory since I took over, which I couldn't be more thankful for. We've brought in a new leadership team. We've enhanced our revenue diversification strategy. We uplisted to the NASDAQ. We've invested in a significant number of new miners. Just this morning, we announced the purchase of another 1.17 exahash from MicroBT, delivering between January and December of 2022 at a really competitive price point. We've also announced the build out of a third site that has one of the most aggressive committed power rates of anybody in the space, with sub 3 cent Canadian power. And we've got the first 35 megawatts of that scheduled to come online at the end of this year. So I think we're just going to keep doing what we're doing.
Yeah, congratulations again on that 1-year anniversary, Jamie. How is Hut 8 different from competitors such as Marathon and Riot?
Yeah, so I think our diversified revenue strategy is certainly something that sets us apart. We're also one of the most actively traded stocks between the NASDAQ and the TSX. We're in an incredibly fortunate position in that we trade on the TSX proper as well as the top tier of the NASDAQ. So that gives us exposure to the maximum number of investors for sure. And we're also incredibly actively traded in indices and ETFs, and we're grateful to all of our partners that help contribute to that.
Hut 8 recently closed a $173 million offering. How are you going to deploy this capital?
So I did just speak to the 1.17 exahash that we announced this morning. So that certainly was an intended use of proceeds, as well as continuing to build out the third site, which is happening right now. We also have been transparent that we're starting to look at inorganic growth opportunities as well. So I think this team has shown no sign of slowing down over the last 10 months, and we don't intend to for the 10 months going forward.
Management is key to the success of smaller cap companies, Jamie. Who are some of the key players on your team?
I have the best management team in the business. We've got an incredibly diverse team. In addition to myself, there are 7 others around the table. Our head of investor relations and corporate development, who I'm sure many of you know, Sue Ennis, is a powerhouse. We brought on a new CFO, Shane Downey, who's excellent. Jason Zaluski runs our technology organization, deep history in both traditional tech, mining, of not just Bitcoin, but Ethereum. He's a full-on DeFi nerd, so he's an awesome resource on the team. Tanya Woods is our general counsel, head of regulatory, long history in the blockchain space. She's a tech lawyer and an IP lawyer, so an absolute powerhouse. Ronnie Yu runs power and sustainability for us. We're one of the only miners that actually has a head of sustainability. So Ronnie brings a really unique perspective. Melina Neuron runs HR for us. So she rounds out a 50% female leadership team. And then James Cresswell runs our operations in the field. Absolutely phenomenal leader, and is really responsible for everything that happens on the ground at Medicine Hat and Drumheller. So yeah, it's my team. I'm incredibly proud of that team.
Tell us, Jamie, what is the essential value proposition? Why should investors take an interest in Hut 8 today?
We are a technology company, first and foremost, in Canada. We've grown from 100 million market cap to 2.5 billion in 10 months, and we're very much just getting started. I think we, more than anyone else in the digital asset mining space, have an opportunity to really lead the way as far as convergence between mainstream tech and this kind of more nascent side of the tech industry. I think they're going to come together, and I would like to be at the forefront of this convergence. And I think we're in an incredible position to do that.
We do too, Jamie. Thank you for being with us today.
Thanks for having me. Anytime at all.